Hey fam, how you guys doing? I'm hoping this camera is working. Trying to make sure I have look. I know the question. I really didn't want to do this video, but I promised that I was going to go live because it was about four people that was has questions. Now it's talking about vagina dryness, also a little itching, and then we'll talk a little bit about ED. There's so many videos out there for you guys to talk about ED. Um, and that's erectile dysfunction. Only reason why I'm doing this video, um, it's a quiet, it's like a subject that nobody really wants to talk about because they think it is kind of embarrassing. Some people think they have a venereal disease and they don't really have that issue. The issue they're having is vaginal dryness, and they're just not doing it in the bedroom. So this is more to the fact of don't stop. Don't stop um having sex. And I know I should have waited until about 9 o'clock to have this conversation because we got some, some children out here, sometimes I don't know really who's on. So, and I know I ain't gonna stay up past 10 o'clock. So I should have had this video at 10 o'clock. But I says, no, let me speak on it. So if you can, y'all can put some questions in the chat, or later, if you have some questions and you watch this video later, let's have the conversation. Go ahead and put the comments down below so we can really have the conversation, because you should not just stop cold turkey just because you have a little irritation or heck, ugh, it's like an uncomfortable conversation to have, and some people just refuse not to have it, and it causes, of course, relationship problems. Some marriages, somewhere that they just separate, and one living on one side of the house and other people living on the other side of the house. So this is the conversation. So just because you're up in your 50s, like 55 and older, so this is mainly for my 55 and older. And there's some people that's younger who having these issues like in their 30s, because women, this happens when you have menopause. Some people, they end up having a hysterectomy or whatever injury happened down there where you end up having a hysterectomy, or, you know, whatever the issue is. I'm just speaking about vaginal dryness that a lot of people just don't want to talk about. So they just say, I'm just not going to have sex, and I'm here telling you, to not do that. It's you know, I know it's to each his own. It's to each his own. And let me see. I look. Yeah, I know this is a subject y'all just do not want to talk about. You're like, ooh wee. But if I was talking about stinky vagina, I think I have a whole lot of people on. But it's the same. It's the same. Let me tell y'all. You're the JJ. You know, you're having these issues because of what you're eating. What you're eating, stress. Yes, stress. You're like, it is not stress. I know I'm having issues with the camera. I almost delayed it because I was having issues yesterday and I didn't know what was going on. My computer just was acting up, and I said, no, I'm going to go on tonight, which it would have been better Sunday. Well, I don't know. Hopefully the kids in the bed. Hopefully the kids are in the bed. But if y'all can, go ahead and hit the like button. But we need to have the conversation instead of just saying, no, I'm not going to do it. Because y'all already know. Come on. Y'all already know. It seems like the older men gets, they be like, ooh, come on, baby. They want to have it more. When you are thinking, when a woman goes into menopause, they be wanting to have it more. Our sex drive is higher, but then men's sex drives are higher. And they look, don't quote me far as the sex drive. I'm speaking to the people who just quit, who just says, no, it hurts. Yes, it can be dry. It can be painful because it's dry down there. It's dry for so many different reasons. And it can't look, y'all need to stop playing, because prescription medications, cause dryness down there. It's menopause, of course. Is if you don't use it, yeah, I'm trying to tell you, if you don't use it, it's because we're not getting blood flow down there. Just like men with ED, y'all not getting blood flow. Just like there's blockages up here, things we do, of course, what we eat, of course, stress, like I'm talking about stress. And look, I know this camera, I'm hoping I'm not hitting this thing off, but it's a lot of things that, we just don't want to talk about. Like, soon as somebody say, oh, it's itching down there, you thinking something else. You thinking, oh, I may have this. And it just, it's just dry because you're dehydrated. You be like, what hydration has to do with it? Plays a role so badly. We are like 70, 76, some of us 74, 70. It all depends on how old you are. That our body is what we're made of. 70% of water. Not, but y'all get me. Fluid. Fluid. So if you dehydrated, you don't think that's going to be dry? Same thing, men. Y'all stress. Y'all not. It all plays a part. You be like, no, it don't. Y'all walk around here thinking that you can eat anything and everything and being toxic. I mean, toxic. Not going to the bathroom, not eliminating. All this plays a role on your stress, your body, your pituitary, of course, your levels, because you already know men, yeah, decrease on testosterone. Women, we did this, our estrogen levels lowers. And you're like, well, what do I need to do? We need to have the conversation. We got to stop running and hiding because it hurts. If it's hurting for a reason. It's hurting because it's dry. You be like, it can't be dry. And some of us don't even know, you know, from the fact that is it the vagina, with women, is it my bladder, is something else. A lot of us, we need to have exercise. We thinking that we shouldn't exercise. And I'm talking 55 years and older. 55, 60, 70, even 80, you still should be getting busy. Like, I know I did a video a while back, and I was it should have just been cut and dry. Just because we get old don't mean that we should be all sloppy and not, don't have any strength. That we should just, stop like living. I mean, why? Why you feel you shouldn't have sex? Plain and simple. We shouldn't stop having sex because of pain and thinking, oh, it doesn't work anymore. It works. It works. It's just that we have to stop eating all this sugar, stop. Well, I know y'all don't like hearing this, but you need to speak to your doctor and change these medications. We need to change these medications. Why? Because it's affecting your sex life as well. And nobody really wants to talk about that. We'll just say, well, let me just take these things, and it's not going to change your life. It changes your life drastically. Drastically. And it's like the older we get, your stress level, it goes past the roof. It goes all the way to the sky, especially all the stuff that's going on now. And I know that from my last, well, no, from my last podcast a couple of days ago, people asked me questions I want to talk about. When you get like what's going on now, I got to be careful about what I'm about to say, but it's meant to, how can I put this? How can I put this nicely? We already know that the things that's going on now, they really don't want you to have sex. They want to decrease us having children, right? So, and I'm, let me clean this up. Y'all know what I really want to say. So let me not talk about that. I'll talk about that later. It's only 10 minutes in. So I got a little bit before I can say some things. But bottom line, it's what we eat. It's the stress we put on our body when we're not getting any sleep, when we're not getting exercise, the fact that we're dehydrated. I mean, a lot of us, we thinking that we're drinking enough. No, if you actually look at 64 ounces, I know you think that's a lot. 64 ounces, but this is including the food you eat, because the food you eat, you have to subtract that. I say this all the time. You should be drinking 64 ounces. So whatever you eat, if you had like I go have a bowl of cereal, what milk and what cereal, that all matters. But I know y'all don't want to talk about that. But that decreases, that makes, that that makes this dry. Yeah. Some of us don't realize the stuff that we put in our body causes our body to do certain things, right? So if we're clogging our pituitary gland, you know what I'm saying? And if we clogging, you know what I'm saying, your pineal gland, and if we're having our body off, like our hormones are off. Why is your hormones off? We're like, well, I'm eating a well balanced diet. I'm eating the American diet. I'm eating the meats, the cheeses. I'm eating the cereal, all that cereal. If y'all go in the supermarket and look at all that cereal, all of it, every single box. I was in the grocery store today at the commissary, and I looked at every single box, and I was like, ain't near one of those boxes. Y'all may not want to hear, ain't near one of the boxes you should eat. We should make our own cereal. We talking about enough for us to be getting a nutritional balance. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us, we lack nutrition. It's, oh my gosh, if we look at the stuff we eat, if we look at the stuff we put in our bodies, especially all these different breakfasts, a lot of y'all like, I'm not just going to eat fruit. A lot of us, we need this certain bacteria. We need these certain fermented foods. We need these this uh bacillus. Yeah, I can't even say the words, but we if I should have printed out the chart. But we need certain bacterias in our bodies to go in there and give us the pH balance down here. If you think about the pH balance of your vagina, it's about a 4.5. I don't know if I wanted a 5, but a good pH balance is a 4 or 4.5, around that. I'm talking about pH balance. And sometimes y'all know when y'all wearing these polyester pants, polyester panties, all this affect your pH balance down there. When we put these perfumes, dyes, and all this cream, when we try to go and do and y'all just doing it anywhere, and your hands are dirty. Let's think about it. Your hands are dirty. Um, when we getting freaky, and I don't know how your pH levels in your mouth. I mean, let me check the time. Let me check the time before I start talking. But in general, y'all get where I'm going with this. How we change your pH balance. You can't just put soap in there. Just like when we go take a bath. Y'all already know the water's crap. Filter the water so you can get in the tub and have, you know what I'm saying, good pH water going inside there. It does matter, and it does irritates, especially when we have the dryness to where if we penetrate, it hurts. So you already know if it's dry, we can't just, men, you can't just go head on. You just can't just go. You gotta warm it up. You gotta warm it up. You hear me out. I know you be all heated, but you can't just go in. You have to make sure it's lubricated. You have to make sure it's lubricated. And women, you have to speak up. You have to speak up, because if you don't, you're gonna just quit like the people I'm speaking to. I don't see anything in the chat. Listen, don't this. It's like we're grown folks. We're adults. We're adults, and we should have the conversation, because I know a lot of us. I can't even say a lot of us. The few that the email, because I'm addressing the emails, and I'm addressing because I said I want to make a video of this and just have it on record. I'm the colon queen. The colon is in that area, family. The colon is in that area. Y'all know that, right? Just like the men, y'all prostates. Y'all don't even think about y'all prostates. Like we don't even think about the perfumes, the dyes still in our clothes, our deodorant. Some women spray that spray down. I'm like, what? What? I'm gonna tell you, I went in the aisle of all the lubrication, and I was gonna buy it. And I was like, I am not spending my money on that stuff just to show y'all for this video. But there's a lot of things out there that it should not be in that area. I don't care. Let me tell you, if it's funky down there, that's your diet. Cross the board, family. That is your diet. And if we're wearing tight polyester cheap clothes and you find yourself sweating, change your panties. I mean, if y'all go back and watch my basic training, or no, that's passing the baton. So you're getting different videos mixed up. If we go and just change your panties, make sure it's all cotton. This is why we wear cotton, all cotton. It's good if you can afford them silk panties because you're getting breathing. You're getting, the circulation, or not, it's not really circulation, what I'm trying to say. You get the air that's needed down there. It's the main reason why we should wear a dress or a skirt, because we need air down there. Women, we're inside. This is a self-cleaning oven. Hear me out, family. Hear me out, women. We have a self-cleaning oven. So you don't need to put no finger in there, insert nothing in there. Only time something should be inserted is when you go into the doctor or when you with your husband. You get me? The doctor, I said, I know we want to put those tampons and all this other cute little stuff. It's a self-cleaning oven. Stuff should just be coming out, and y'all get me. Y'all get me. It's like if you I'm telling, this area is very sensitive. This should be coming out as a baby, when you have your cycle. Of course, when women go to urinate, but this is a self-cleaning oven, and we need to just leave it alone. We need to leave it alone. And this is why you always hear me speak about, the vitamins and minerals. It's, oh my gosh, it's vital. It's vital that you have the good nutrients. It's vital that you're not putting perfume, soaps, and all these kind of other things in there. I mean, it's like, how can I say, if it's already a self-cleaning oven, what we doing? What we doing? It's like I dropped the mic this morning. I know y'all didn't. I don't know if you listened to my podcast. I was like, no, it was yesterday. I was like, let me drop this mic, because if we got people already teaching you and telling you what to do, it's like, and it is studies already shown, because proof's already in the pudding. And all I say is, do it for yourself. Do it for yourself. If you want not for your vagina to be stinking, itchy, dry, do it for yourself. Because not having sex, who's that really hurting? It's hurting your relationship. It's hurting your spouse. Because it's like, wait a minute. It's like, just because we get above 55, it's like, okay, sex is out the door. And we know damn well. Yeah, y'all know. Y'all already know. Y'all already know what happened to relationships. Y'all already know. It's like going and tell a car, move. And I'm not talking about electric car. Same thing, electric car, gas car. It's like telling a car move without gas and without any oil. You know what I'm saying? So how can you move the car? Well, that's a bad analogy, right? Y'all see, I can't even come with a good analogy. But anyway, you already know in a relationship, especially 55 is young. 55 is young. We got people 50. I got people 48 that women that going through menopause. It hurts. I get it. It feels like it felt like something just, it feels like, I can't say rape is a strong word, but it feels like, you're bruised. Let me tell you how serious this is. To my men, for which I don't realize. I don't even know if the camera it looks kind of, I don't know. The video's messed up. I'm sorry, fam, because I was having issues and I'm still having issues. So what I'm hoping is focusing right. But anyway, let me speak to my men. Let me speak to my kings, my bros out there. When you guys are penetrating us in the bedroom and our vagina is dry, it hurts so bad. It feels like you're ripping the skin. Like sometimes when y'all get stuck with the zipper and it pinches, Well, when you go in there, it's like leather or whatever. You actually damage the skin inside. You know what I mean? You're actually damaging it, and you're making it raw. Yes. So if you think about that, so next time you're laying there with your wife, and your wife say it hurts, believe her. Believe her, and remember, if it hurts, it needs time to heal. So that's what I'm saying. You have to be gentle. You have to be so gentle, because even when the vajayjay is dry, as they walk, it still hurts. Hear me out. As they walk, it still hurts. How do I know? Because I experienced it. So I'm talking from experience. I'm speaking from experience, because when you walk, you move, you do certain things, you dance, whatever, and you be like, "How?" It hurts. Bottom line. Bottom line. This is the thing that, that's the conversation. Like, if you really care for your for your goddess, if you really care about your queen, you will have the conversation, and you will take it slow, and you will make sure you're lubricated. And if you guys are using condoms, make sure you're using a gel that's not going to mess up the latex. Hear me out. It's a lot of things that we have to speak on. You got to make sure that I'm messing up the latex, because the latex can get damaged. The latex, yeah, I get what I'm saying. So it's a lot of things that we have to be grown ups, and give your goddess time, your queen, give them time to heal. You know what I'm saying? Same how you're damaging the vajayjay, give her time to heal. So, and this is the good time to, cook her some food. When I'm talking about 64 ounces of fluids, I'm talking, if you look at just 40 ounces, if you take 40 ounces, 20, spring water, and during those cups of water, make sure you put a little grain of salt, you sprinkle some out, take about one or two, put it in the water, squeeze some lemon, lime, cayenne pepper, however you want to do it. Just make sure it's enough where you're hydrating, and it's like electrolytes, so your body can absorb it. Same thing with freshly squeezed juice. Make sure y'all have a juicer. Yeah, you wonder why I keep saying the same thing. So women, if you juice, hydrate, exercise, get your sleep on, do them kegels. I'm trying to tell you, do your core exercise. Like I'm sitting here, you can, you know, get your core up, get them kegels moving, because we need blood flow there, women. We need some blood flow. You be like, I know it sounds crazy. Like, what's you talking about? I'm telling you. And like I was talking about that stress, we got to stress to where we holding our energy, and we not letting nothing concern us. Y'all know we be feeling it inside. We be feeling it inside. Sometimes you got to go, nope, I'm not going to stress, because I want my JJ. And that's the thing we don't really talk about. We don't want to discuss it, because like it's too private. It's not private. Just like when I be saying, how I think I really embarrassed this guy over this weekend. I was telling him about his, going to the bathroom. He's like, "We talking about bowel movement?" And I said, "I told you I was the colon queen." I said, "You see the sign?" He was like, "Oh, you are what?" And he took a picture. It was so embarrassing when he took the picture. But anyway, he was more embarrassed because I was talking about him going, him doing number two. And I'm like, that's natural. Just like we sit here talking about the JJ. And I know you guys be like, ain't nothing hurting. I'm this. Come on now. Come on. That's I don't know, it's gonna sound nice. It's just like it's not just going to your behind. I know you don't want to hear that. You ripping something. You're actually damaging. But we gotta strengthen. We gotta strengthen. We have to, love on each other. It's like that foreplay. You gotta get your foreplay on, and don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. And please start, I don't know if y'all got planned sex or whatever, because the spontaneous is better. But work it up. Start from the morning or however, the evening, however your schedule is. Yeah, we gotta pick up the romance. I know you be like, I'm talking about my relationship, but yeah, you need to pick up the romance, go back to dating, just to spice things up, so your woman won't feel so bad that she's going through that problem. Just like, having erectile dysfunction. You're not getting exercise. I ain't talking about, you gotta, you know, do it all the time because y'all need to practice semen retention, really. And if we really was doing things right, like, because everything right now is so sexual. Yeah, y'all know it is. You look on TV, everywhere you go, everything is sex, 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 sex. We living in a sex crazed world that everything is sex. Everything. Like, I try not to lick my lips, but I'm licking my lips anyway. And I ain't trying to be sexual at all. But I should have put my chapstick on. But oh well, I didn't bring it in here because I was sitting working with this computer so long. And I'm like, dang it. I even left my tea in the other room. But anyway, we don't go that extra mile, and y'all know we don't go that extra mile. We try to just rush through things, and we shouldn't rush through things. We don't really think about, oh, am I hydrated enough? Have I drank water? Does this medication stop me from doing stuff? You know what I mean? And um I don't know. I can't really talk too much about erectile dysfunction, but I know I put it on there because, just like we have patience with you guys when you have the issue and you can't get it up. Sometimes it's a mind thing, just like women. I know I didn't mention that, but sometimes it's a mind thing. Sometimes you're stressed too. But we got to think about the blood flow. It's always the blood flow. I know that I speak to my brothers and I say, if you get rid of that belly or just decrease it a little bit, I bet you your Johnson will come up. I'm being honest. And if you think about your belly, come on now, it ain't your belly. That is your intestines, and we need to get some stuff out. We impacted, just like women, y'all impacted. Nobody really want to talk about poop, but if we really talk about eliminating, and I'm talking about sweating, going out there, just, detoxifying your body, what your body's trying to do it anyway. But we be grown, be like, let me fix this camera. We be grown anyway, and we be like, oh no, ain't nothing wrong with, ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong. And it is. It is. A lot of things is mental. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about for erectile dysfunction. A lot of us, like, we're stressed. We're like, oh, we want to try to do this for our wives or try to do this. And you either come fast or, you know what I'm saying, or you don't come at all. You're trying to do this. Sometimes we just need to just have that intimacy times. You know what I mean? Do foreplay. And it's like everything doesn't have to be sex. It doesn't always have to be sex. You don't have to always have to be inside, just hugging, laying. And I knew, like, shoot. I know y'all be like, I'm doing this every time. No, sometimes you just need to be held. Sometimes you need to have the real adult conversation. I know, y'all know, have the conversation on then what is, really what is vagina dryness? What is erectile dysfunction? I'm talking about for those couples who's been together for the longest, and y'all think when y'all reach 55, I'm talking about your couples that we talking about couples that's been together. And how can I put this? So the emails that I received, the couple's been, they've been, dating for almost 30 years. So when they reach in their 60s, they be like, it hurts too much. But no one really want to say what caused it. We always jump and go, oh, it hurts or this or that. And we don't really break down and say, well, what really caused this? Why is my wife having these pains? Or why is with the husband? Why do my husband have ED? He think I'm not attractive. It's so many things that we get in our heads instead of just sitting there relaxing and just being more emotional connected to really get down to find out, well, what caused it? What is this? What is that? And just ask the question. Because sometimes it just be like something simple of, well, I'm tired of you wearing them grandma drawers, or I don't like them flannel pajamas, and the women be like, I don't like your belly or whatever. Could be, and we're just talking about having a conversation of why you dry. Women, yeah, you go through menopause. You lose your estrogen level drops. Men, your testosterone level drops, and all y'all hear is, because if you listen to me speak on the meats and the plastic bottles and the plastic. You hear all this estrogen, testosterone, you hear all these other things. We don't want fake estrogen. We don't want fake estrogen. We don't want fake testosterone. You don't want something chemically altering that's really poisoning your body, that's like the wrong estrogen, wrong testosterone in your body. You want your body making it. You want you know what I'm saying? Women have testosterone and estrogen, men has testosterone. You want these levels not decreasing. You really want them to remain. I don't know, because where my book at? Oh, it's in the other room. But anyway, as we get older, of course it decreases. And it's up to us to have a balanced meal, to have the fermented foods. It's like things you can use maca. You be like, maca root? Yes. But for women, if you have fibroids, if you have uterine fibroids, do not, do not mess with maca. Do not. All you're going to do is increase. It's going to increase, your fibroids. Studies already shown. It's already out there. Just be careful. But maca root is excellent. Excellent. Because a lot of us, we're not getting our vitamins and minerals. We're not. Slippery elm is excellent for your JJ, for it not to be dry. These things are excellent. Ashwagandha. These, oh my gosh. I'm not even gonna say. I'm not even gonna say try it. You should just use it. You should use it. But we have to look at the same thing. I'm talking about hydration, hydration, hydration. I can't say enough of hydration. A lot of us think that we can go out here and drink sodas and drink all this sugar, and you say, "Well, I had my water," but did you really have your water? What medications you on? All this affect vagina dryness and erectile dysfunction. All the stuff that we do to our body, we cause it. We cause it, but just simple things of being, hydrated, making sure you're doing deep breathing exercise, make sure you're not stressed, actually just being, one with each other, and have the conversation, have the intimate conversation, hug on each other, love on each other. Herbert JJ is gonna moisten up, and his ED, will straighten up, because we getting, y'all having a conversation, y'all loving on each other, y'all rousing each other up, and y'all getting that blood flow. Because it is true, like they tell me, if you don't use it, you lose it. After a while, that's why if you are celibate, you should be celibate. And I'm not even going to tell you what the years are, but you know what I'm saying? You just want to make sure there's blood flow down there. The whole thing is blood flow. You're like, how don't get blood flow down there? Same thing like when your hands, your extremities, and you be like, but it's right there in that area. She get dry because no blood flows there because you're not using it. I know y'all don't want to have this conversation, but there's nothing wrong with it. Hey Jermaine, how you doing? Hey Tia. I just make sure y'all like and share, and I'll answer your questions, but just let me tell y'all guys about the blood flow. So when you're hydrated and because we don't want to know nutrition, we don't want to be malnutrition. Like I said, if you just eat meats and potatoes and a whole bunch of starch, think about this. If you're eating cereals and cow milk and a whole bunch of meats, do you think that your body's getting a whole bunch of nutrients? Do you think that you're getting, a well balanced meal to where you're getting vitamins and minerals? Mm-mm, you're not. You're not. The vegetables, the fermented foods, that's the area you need to be at when you are having those issues. A lot of times we need to decrease, because if we're putting the wrong stuff that's energizing our body, stuff's gonna not work. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Same thing when we talk about how we have the issues with our kidneys. Same thing with your pancreas. Stop thinking that those areas going to work. Then you wonder why it takes you harder to sometimes reach certain peaks. You know what I'm saying? What time we are? We 30 minutes. It's like 9. Oh, it's 8:30. Okay. I should have got on later, because I really wanted to have some other conversations. Um, Yeah, I should have got on a little later. So if you think about, like, if we think about the clothes we wear, and like I said, when we're wearing skinny jeans, right? And when we're um wearing tight clothes, and you wondering why you smell. Yes, it's sweaty, but the pH balance inside changes. You know what I mean? If we if you're dry and irritated and you're having dry sex, just think about the irritation in there, and then you end up, of course, you're gonna bleed, and then your woman's gonna be upset, and you're gonna be like, "Dang, baby," and you can't look. There's no rubbing it. If y'all don't get the pain that you caused, you know what I mean? The pain that you caused, there's no rubbing it. She needs to lie still, and you can do all you want with putting like a ice pack on her abdomen and all that. No, she got to lay there for her VAJAYJAY to heal. And yes, I'm not even going to say that it'll heal in a couple of hours. I would give it a day or two for the skin to repair itself. Because once you bleeding and stuff, it's just irritating. And then same thing when we're itching. When you have that itching, is there's no, yeah, women already know. We already know when we end up having a yeast infection or bacterial down there, because made ain't clean, or whatever went in there caused it to grow. Because it was bad enough. We already have candida in our bodies, right? We already have bacteria in our bodies. But when you have that issue there, it's pretty uncomfortable and oh my gosh, it's irritating. And of course, we're gonna be using some choice words. We're gonna be mad at you, and we ain't gonna want nothing to do with you, because all the hugging in the world is not gonna soothe that. I don't even care if you kiss, it ain't gonna soothe it. It's not. I'm just gonna tell you, it's not. Because all she can do is lay there and be mad at you, and you like, dang, babe, can I get flowers? Nothing. It ain't gonna work. You're gonna just give us some time. You're gonna give us some time, because the pain it's really unbearable. Because just think how she's feeling. Just like men are embarrassed sometimes when they have ED, and you thinking that women thinking that they're unattractive. Nope, nope. And I know this is like an embarrassing subject, and a lot of people don't want to talk about it, but you should. You said what color macaroon? I mean, you can. So my macaroon, I have the yellow, I have black, and I have the red. That's what I have in my macaroon. But macaroon in general, that's what I put in mine's. Uh, in my macaroon, if that's what you're asking. I just saw the question. Oh yeah, but we are. You listen. I was laughing because she said self cleaning oven. It is. This is a self cleaning oven, just like your body. Your body heals itself. Just think all the stuff you give. If you think about the things you gave your body from a baby all the way to now. All the way to now. I'm 56, so I'm thinking about when I was a baby. I had milk. I had this. By the time I'm 18, y'all think about all the stuff you eat. And if I tell you about my health, you know what I'm saying, what caused the vagina dryness is because it was unused. I know, like, what the hell? Unused. And y'all really don't really talk about this subject. The subject's not really spoken about. And then when you have the irritation, because this is a subject me and my husband, my ex-husband, we spoke about, and was gentle, with the situation, and you had to use lubrication no matter what. Why do you think KY jelly is so how can I say used? That's like, if not every married couple, but if you go to couples' houses, yeah, I know y'all found some KY jelly. You be like, what the hell? I'm just saying, this is the stuff that you need to use. Is it the best? I'm not trying to take them out of business, but we have to think about the after effects, because and it is, we have to be careful of the cleanliness, because how can I put this? When I speak to younger people, cleanliness is very, very vital. This is a subject I really didn't really want to talk about, but it's needed to say, because everybody want to go. Let's go do this in the car. Let's go do it in the back stairwell. Yeah, yeah. People try to get their freak on everywhere because everything's supposed to be spontaneous and fun loving and free. But you still got to worry about the cleanliness. We still have to worry about, did you wash? Did you wipe? People wonder why they get UTIs, because women, you know, after having sex, it's good to go in there and urinate. You be like, who's thinking about urinate? Everybody said, let's go to sleep. But you need to get up, wash, and be sanitary, be clean. That's why it's good to take a shower. That's why it's good sometimes to, y'all watch these movies, and you be seeing them in the tub. They're in the tub for a reason. We got to really look at the signs and the romantic way of doing it. After you do the do, everybody said, let's smoke a cigarette and go sleep. No, or go eat some food. No, take your behind in there, take a nice bath, and you be like, I be tired. Then take a quick shower or wash up and then go to sleep. I know you're like, we ain't got time for it. If you ain't got no time, have you some baby wipes to the side. You're like, baby wipes, yes. Have some baby wipes to the side. And this is grown folks conversation, because you want to be clean. You want to be clean so you have less infections, so you have less irritations, and then you be like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Hydrate. You be like, be out of, ain't got time. You think you should just pull your panties up, or men sort of pull their drawers up and just keep going. Nope. You must clean the area. And those who have sex on top over and over again, it's fine. You still got to clean. Still got to clean. You know what I'm saying? Because the KY jelly is good because you're dry, and it helps you lube. Is it good to use saliva? I know people, no, it's not good to use saliva. It is not. I don't know, what the last thing you've eaten, it's just not good. I know people ask those questions, but no, saliva is not good. It's not. It's not. But I don't know why they tell me some timeout. I guess I need to click on that. But let me see. How do you get the blood flow back? Now, is that for ED? So for my men, it's nothing wrong with y'all, like red clover. It's nothing wrong with y'all using maca. Men can use maca because it's good for infertility issues. And I like, you ain't got no infertility issues. But yes, you want to get the blood flow there. That's why, we have, the honey goat weed. You got is something with the D. I cannot. I said in my mind, I'm gonna remember. It's like Damiana, that's good. Saw pomelo, uh, ashwagandha, slippery elm, of course, maca root. But these are the things that we need to use, natural. And the things women insert, if you got to insert, please make sure it's all natural, no scents, no odor, no nothing. Men, same thing with you. You guys get yeast infections, women get yeast infections. Y'all pass things back and forth, but same thing. Men get itchy, around the head. And men, if the ones that's uncircumcised, make sure I pull it back and clean, because, whew, that's the main reason why we shouldn't cut the hair down there. I know y'all don't want to hear. Main reason why you don't want to cut the hair down there. We ain't even gonna talk about that. But cleanliness is very, very vital. Nutrients is very, very vital. Getting that circulation down there, man. Sometimes, just by you stroking without, thinking about, masturbation, that helps. I know I spoke about this before. If you take a washcloth, wet it, and do some exercises, think about it. If you lose that extra belly fat around, that matters. Exercise, we getting out in the sun, doing deep breathing exercises. And I know I was wrong because I had to check myself. I thought dragon breath was one thing, and the dragon breath, it was a little kid that was doing the dragon breath, and I wanted to demonstrate it. And the dragon breath is us taking a deep breath in. It's like, and you just let it out. You're like, ah. I mean, it's I kept saying I'm gonna do a dragon breath because I, want to make sure that I don't have the sinus buildup, and I want to make sure my lymphatic system is working. So I'm in the house, and the kid, everybody, my daughter, I'm like, my mom, like, what in the hell are you doing? I said, I'm doing dragon breaths. It was so cute when the little boy was doing it, but doing a dragon breath. We have to realize your pituitary gland. We have to realize how important our glands are. And you like the what? Pituitary. Pituitary, it affects your sexual issues. So if your pituitary is calcified and off, what you think you're going to have down there? Everybody don't think about it. Y'all don't think about your thymus gland, your thyroid. All of those matter. All those, takes things off. So you want to make sure your glands. So like when I tell about your head, you be all up in your head. Yeah, y'all trip up your hormonal. Like I said, the woman is a self-cleaning oven still. If it ain't gonna clean itself, what we doing? What we doing, women? We be wondering why we fishy and all this other stuff. What we doing? It's so important that we get that circulation. Men, you could do Kegels. Women, do Kegels more. How many you should do? It's like 15. Not 15 sets. Maybe. Don't quote me on this. You could do it 3 times a day. You could do 15 3 times a day. I be doing it when I remember them. I be like, yep. So I be doing Kegels a lot. I don't want to lose it. I want to be, I'm saying, make sure there's circulation down there. So I hope I answered that question. You said, what do you use for prostate? And okay, so if you're having prostate issues, think about this. What kind of deodorant you use? So if you can tell me down in the bottom what kind of deodorant you use, because if you got metals and other toxins, you're messing up. Because remember, things got to go through and go out, right? When things is going through and getting out, it's going to affect your prostate. It's a lot of things that's going to affect your prostate. You said natural. Oh, no, but see, Tamika, I'm talking about the gentleman. He's asking about the prostate, because I know that's Miss Cox. But you want to use natural deodorant. It's good to do it. I showed on a video about a year ago how to detox under your underarm, because a lot of times we don't detox. And I did show you a recipe to use to detox your underarm. You're like, what the hell? It's very important, because if you go back, I know one of the herbalists showed a video that showed all of your glands in your body, all of the ducts in your body, your lymphatic system. If we actually go and look at our lymphatic system, and our glymphatic system is so many pockets all up here, so many pockets all up here. I mean, pockets. Women, men, that's where you be getting, like I say, men get breast cancer, women get breast cancer. When we get fibroids, and we have to think about our groin area, we think about our duct area. All those ducts are getting clogged. Just like, that's why we want you to exercise. Exercise is vital. I mean, vital to your health, period. Vital to your health. That's why I want you to go outside, earth, rebound, exercise. You don't have to go out there and lift weights all the time. You don't have to go out there and run, walking. You know what I mean? Like I said, pick your spouse up. Like, do fun stretching. But all of these ducts get clogged. When they get clogged, what happens? We go think it's, sometimes we don't know. But some of us, don't have, can't sweat. When you can't sweat, these ducts get clogged. That's why we want you to stretch. Want you to sweat. We want you to exercise. That's why it's good to go play basketball. Just because you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, you still could go out there and dribble a ball. Still go out there play soccer. You ain't gotta, play basketball, but you can just go out there and run. That's why it's good to see, have grandma and granddaddy. Look, I'm a grandma. Go out there and run with the kids, run with the babies. Go out there and get the exercise. Because when these ducts get clogged with all this uh, wrong deodorant with metals and stuff, you're clogging your pores. You're swelling up, and when we don't poop, and if we don't get all this extra, toxins and poisons, just think, if you're not emptying your bladder, because like I tell people, don't hold your urine. If you got to pass your bowels, don't hold it. And be honest, by a raise of hands, I bet you half the people, and I'm gonna tell you, half the people that's watching this video don't go to bathroom when they need to. They actually hold it. Because back in the day, I will hold it because I was like, well, I'm gonna wait. I was downrange. I did not want to go to them porta potties. I did not, because it was nasty, stinking, and it was just too much. Until I had to go, I went. I know it's TMI, but hell, I was like, man, I can wait. No, don't be grown. Don't be think you ain't hurting nobody but yourself. You're not causing nobody else problems but you. You're hurting your body. You're ruining your body. Your body is reabsorbing. Now, do you want your body to reabsorb, or do you want to eliminate? So most of the times we thinking we grown, we think we can hold it, and our body reabsorb. So if it's toxins and poisons, free radicals, abnormal cells are trying to come out, our body reabsorbing it. We're holding on to. You're like, okay, what are we holding on to, and why we need to hold on to crap? Why we need to hold on to poop? And then one day, okay, yeah, we good. And then you trying to go pee, and you trying to squeeze, and it just drips. You like, I feel the urge. You feel it, and I'm telling you, your prostate is swollen, and you probably got a little urine in there trying to squeeze it out, and you just can't, and you can't. So with the prostate stuff that I have, what it does, it relaxes it and makes sure that the urine just comes out. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to make sure I have that. Well, that deodorant is pretty good, but you should make your own, because now I tried that brand. Jermaine. And have you always used it? And have you done a detox? So I have to ask you that question. Have you done a detox to where because is it oh, see how, look, I gotta keep still because it's going in and out. I see it. That's why I didn't want to do it, the video. But I wanted to go ahead and get the video done because I know it's a little blurry, but there's nothing I can do. I was trying to fix it. But what kind of deodorant were you using before? Was you using it all the time? And I have to ask, we have to ask, are you stressed? Do you get enough sleep? Are you exercising? Are you taking the vitamins that you need? This is very critical, fam. Are you getting probiotics and prebiotics? Are you doing that? Are you doing the fermented food? You're like, wait, slow up, slow up. No, these are the questions that I want you to ask yourself, because these are critical. It's okay for you to get maca. It's okay for you to get these things. Try the slippery elm. Try to for women, the red clover. Oh my gosh, red clover. Because we talking about this menopause. You be like, I don't like menopause. Man, I love them hot sweats. But if your body's balanced, it won't be so bad. It really won't. It really won't. Because a lot of us, we think we hydrated. Be honest. Be honest with yourself. If you think about what you ate throughout the whole day. And I know some people, I can't eat fruits and vegetables all day. Well, if you're having these issues and you really want to, get your VAJAYJAY back working right, Get you some red clover, ashwagandha, you know, use these things, but think about your hydrate. Are you wearing, are you wearing skin tight clothes every day? Are you wearing skinny jeans every day? What kind of panties are you wearing? Are they polyester? Are they all silk? Which silk, linen, all cotton is excellent because it's breathable. But really, we shouldn't be wearing no underclothes at all. Really, we shouldn't wear no bra. You're like, woo! But it's true. It's really true. That's why, women stay home. We stay home because after JJ was smelling right, we wouldn't have to worry about this stuff. Y'all know we out here in the man's world. I know, like, girl, you sexist. No, it's true. You know what? We have to really look at why things are the way they are. Think about it. If we were home more, been the teachers of our children, things to be different. I can really talk. Staying out here in this world, because y'all know I joined the military, so I'm wearing my BDUs, and they causing all kind of yeast infections. I mean, all kinds of yeast infections, because I'm wearing my drawers. I'm wearing, it's probably winter, so I'm wearing some long johns under it. I'm sweating. I'm running. I'm doing all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we just doing things that we're just not used to, not accustomed to. I see the thing moving. So you never detox. So that you probably need to detox. Vaginal steaming is excellent. It's excellent. Yes, it is. But I wouldn't do it all the time. It's okay to do it. I mean, I would do it maybe out of a year, maybe 3 times, or maybe, twice. So a good time to do a vaginal cleaning, I would do a vaginal steaming after I did a colon cleanse. You can actually do a colon cleanse and do a vaginal cleanse like within that same week. There's nothing wrong with that. But you make sure you're doing your Kegels. And you definitely want a detox, period. Because you never know what's clogged. Like women, we always checking our masks, we always checking things, but if you get you some get my mind right, if you get you some grapeseed oil, rub towards the breast, towards the nipple on your breast, and as you're doing rebounding, you know what I'm saying, you making sure that your ducts, our lymph ducts, them lymph nodes are, moving. Is so vital that our lymph nodes are moving. These are the waste, this is your whole body trying to eliminate the waste, because a lot of times our ducts are clogged. Our ducts are clogged from the stuff that we choose to eat, from some of the thoughts we have. Some people can stress you out, trigger you. When that's why I said protect your energy. Stop being in your lower chakra, because y'all know that we are in a very, very, very sexual world. I mean, soon as you put a TV on, it's like, bam, it's like all up in your face. It's all up in your face. And this is the reason why I'm speaking about it, because it seems like the men wants to have it more than the women, which is like the opposite. The women wants to have it, but we're in pain. And then sometimes the pain sneaks up on us. You're like, what in the world? And then sometimes we will have sex even though we're hurting, because we don't want to, we want to please our man. We don't want you to go cheat and leave and be like, she ain't giving it up, having these conflicts. And where we at? Okay, so we passed 9 o'clock. So, we almost at 9 o'clock. There has it. Okay, but anyway, I'm just gonna say we at 9 o'clock, so the kids are probably in the bed by now. So, but some women, like I can with the email, still please her husband, but she's too embarrassed to tell her husband that it hurts real bad, and she was describing that it feels like she was raped, And I was like, well, you really are, because you're forcing something inside and you're ripping your skin. So if you're doing it every day and you're not taking the time, man, you got to take your time to warm us up. You can't just go and thinking everything's fine, or keep putting KY jelly in there and thinking it's fine. Because if you put the, let's really talk about it. If you're putting a KY jelly this far, you still got to go further. Yeah, yeah, get me right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, you could put, you could put all the KY jelly, but it don't go that far in there. So you want to make sure she's well moist. You want to make sure she's well ready and ready for you. Because the further you go in, all you're doing is ripping the skin. All you're doing is ripping, and then you're wondering why she's hurting. And y'all know healing, when it itches, it's healing. So you're causing that problem, you're causing it, and she's bleeding, everything's messed up. You mad and frustrated. Same thing with the men. When y'all have problems, we try to, geese your head up, or not geese your head up, but we try to pump your head up and tell we're gonna wait. Same thing. You got to give us patience. We give you grace. We give us grace, give us mercy. It's a two-way street. It's a two-way street. And men, you already know that just because um you having issues, it is okay to take your time to build up, because you it's all about that blood flow. It's really all about that blood flow. And don't be embarrassed if you sit here and have your wife wet the washcloth and help you do your exercises. Yes, put the washcloth right there and do your exercises. Women, y'all can be saying, I'm okay, baby, I'm gonna do my kegels. And men be like, come on, I'm gonna try to lift the rack. Have fun with it. That is your mate. That's supposed to be your ace boon. Like, yeah, that's supposed to be best friends. So y'all should be silly with it, so you can keep things spicy and all this other stuff, and make sure you have fun, because you end up laughing, you end up hugging, you end up loving each other. You're hugging, and you grow closer and love each other even more, to where all these issues corrects itself, blood flows there, y'all both into each other, and then y'all back to having sex. Because the main thing that this video was, it was a lot of couples just give up. They just give up. And why give up? Really, why give up? Why have all this and say, okay, I'm gonna be in my bedroom, you go to your bedroom, we live in this house, and you can have chicks outside, or men say, when you can get your boyfriend, and y'all be hating each other. Y'all already know. You be like, I ain't never touch you again. Why have all this? And then when you see them with somebody, they cute, they this, they that. You wanted a slimmer, you wanted a bigger woman, all this other stuff. And it's like, why we cause that? Why, I'm saying? Why do we do that? And you already know it's true. You already know that that's what happens, because it's like, why? Because I got the emails to prove it. And some of y'all just want to suffer in silence, which I'm always talking about. We want to suffer in silence, but we don't have to. We really don't have to. We don't. So I want to make sure I didn't miss anything, because I'm looking at my notes. I'm looking at my notes, because I want to make sure y'all exercising, So some of the foods that we need to eat is talk about. Okay, so the natural, hear me out, women, because a lot of women want to go ahead and put some stuff inside. The natural oils is vitamin E, and make sure y'all wash your hands. Wash your hands. Some vitamin E, coconut oil, those are good, natural. Make sure it's make sure it's natural, because we just going to get something and thinking it's right. No, almond oil is good. Just be careful. Make sure it's organic. And I know you're like, Viola, I don't trust the organic. Me, I don't either sometimes. Can I be like, can I get the certification? Can I get this? And I'll be like, okay, bet the company, Don't just go get the first thing and think you're supposed to go and say, okay, I'm going to warm you up. Take your time and use some correct stuff. So those are things that you can use. So if y'all want to go back, y'all can go back and listen to other, the early part of the video. But I just want to make sure that you just don't quit. Don't quit. Don't because I'm over 55. No, it still works all up until you're in the 90s. I know a couple that are in their 80s and going to be 91. She's going to be 91 and he's 80. He's 88 and they're still having a sexual relationship, and y'all think that we supposed to just stop because we're in our 60s. You're like, no. And I know y'all, a lot of us don't want to hear. And there are some people that's in their 30s that's having the same issues because they had a hysterectomy. And women have a hysterectomy, yes, they go through this menopause. And women, if you didn't have your cycle in a whole year, let's say 366 or 365 days, you can have experience with, vaginal dryness and itching. And I know it's unbearable because I hated it. I mean, and there's so many companies that's doing stuff for your moonflower. Y'all know your vagina is the moonflower. There's so many things like the woman, somebody mentioned in the chat about the steaming. Vaginal steaming is excellent. It's excellent. Some people don't like it. No, I don't believe in putting the egg up there. I don't believe in putting them other things up there. No, because some women, their pH level, because like I said, you're messing up your oven. Make sure whatever's in there is sterile and clean. Just all I can say is do what you can, because some women, are irritated, and I don't want nothing getting lost up there. You be going to the doctor and say, can you check me because I lost something, And you can. I know there are some people in some cultures, they will take a garlic and use garlic, but y'all got to realize, look, when you're using a garlic, make sure you use a carrier oil. Make sure you use some coconut oil, because you need to lube it, because the garlic burns. I put garlic up there and if you start burning, like, oh, I done burned myself. So don't play. So I'm gonna read some of the questions. Vaginal weights. You say what you mean said that doing Kegels? That I don't what vaginal weights? You talking about the egg? There's I know I was watching some show. This was like years ago. This had to be at least between 3 to 5 years. Or was it during 2020? 2020, let me tell you, during the pandemic, I don't watch so much crap. And I'm like, you in the house. So, but I remember this woman playing a video game with her vagina, a toy in her vagina. So I think that's what you're talking about, the egg. But yeah, that was making so many things, and so many businesses came out of it. It's ridiculous. But yes, plant-based is good. But fam, when you go plant-based, right? Yeah, you can stink. Tamika, you can stink from that, because the pH balance changes and some people get irritated. So let me tell you, everybody got to pick their own vices. Everybody got to pick their own vices, because like I was saying, if you drink all this coffee and you drink all these different things, it does come out. Like same thing, if you eat all this meat, don't think that you're going to stay smelling good. If your doodle is, I keep saying, I got to be clean. If your bowel movement smells so bad, I mean, so bad to where you're like this, same thing with women with your vagina. That's why it's good to do a fast, do a cleanse, and make sure you're detoxifying your body. Sweat. That's why I love you. Go out in in nature, be in the sun, go out here and do your, jump rope, play basketball, just have fun, move. You know what I'm saying? We got to make sure we move. We got to make sure that we're moving our lymphatic system, because a lot of us, our lymphatic system are so clogged. Let me tell you how bad your lymphatic system is so clogged that your lymphatic system is not going to move. We wondering why we got sinus pressure and all this, and they find fungus, not fungi. Because let me tell you, when you got fungus in there, you be wondering why you got all these sinus infections and all this other stuff. That's why it's good to get that nasal thing to clean that stuff out. When I was doing the dragon breath, deep, you know, deep breathing exercises, like that 4 count that I was talking about. You breathe in 4 seconds, you hold 4 seconds, you release 4 seconds. You know what I'm saying? You hold 4 seconds. Fam, just because you're doing a 4 count, try to get to 8. That means breathe in 8 seconds, hold 8 seconds, breathe out 8 seconds, hold 8 seconds. Get up to 8. That means you do 4, then you do 5, then you do 6. You do the count. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. Don't stay at 4 all the time. Get to 5. The next month, get to 6. The next month, get to 7. Do that. Do these things. We need to go in there and be clearing things out. Some people be having so much crap, so much blockage, and it be calcified. Hear me out, family. It be calcified. Then we wondering why we having all of these issues. Because you got all this calcification, and it's going to be hard to get out. It's going to be hard to get out. That's why it's good to do a cleanse. That's why it's good to do a fast. That's why it's so good to stay hydrated. And I didn't say overhydrate or be dehydrated. It's so vital that we get the juicer. Hear me out, family. I'm going to say juicer all the time. Like right now, I juiced today. I went to the commissary and I got my apples. I mean, my mother's like, you getting all that? I said, yes, because I got to make my juice. She been thinking I'm crazy. I'm like, whatever. I'll just get some for 4 days and make it and just juice because I want to stay hydrated. I want to make sure, because I got hit in the head with a softball, and I remember they were saying that, something they need to go there. Because the doctor, I was like, I am not having this surgery. I'm going to make sure that I keep my sinuses clean. And you're like, yeah, Viola, you had a lot of things. But yeah, I was a tomboy and I was playing softball with my brother, and he hit up. I was a pitcher. And I'm thinking I'm doing what I was supposed to be doing. All I know is I was knocked out cold. I was like, oh, my nose. And I was out cold. My mother woke me up. And I had a black eye and bruise. But the doctor was telling me they got to go in there and shave my nose. I was like, I'm not. Imagine they going there and shave your nose. Then, I ain't trying to have no disfigurement. Not trying to say nothing. But you know how you be vain. I mean, I was 12, 13 years old. When I was not going in there and doing that, and now they telling me now, I'm like, nope, I'm gonna just keep it clean. But a lot of us have so much backed up in there that we don't think about it. We don't think what we're doing to our glands that's in our heads. You got glands in your heads. You got your thyroid. You got your thymus gland. People don't realize you got your adrenals. We don't think about any of those. We don't be thinking about any of those being clogged off. We don't think about it at all. All we saying is, oh, I'm going to get to it. Until, you go back to the doctor and you find these itises, or you find a dis-ease. You find something wrong with your body. You be like, well, how'd I get that? Where it come from? How we treat it? Then you come back with a whole bag full of stuff. You get your script and you be like, let me fill this, let me fill that. But anyway, fam. Anyway. But do you have any questions? Let me see. You said, what's horny goat weed? What? Honey goat weed is a just what it's saying, a horny goat to make you stimulate that area. You know what I'm saying? It goes in there and gets you in the mood, because it's going there, it's putting that blood flow. We got to realize the blood flow going there, unclogging. Yeah, I know a lot of us are clogged up. A lot of us clogged up, and we need to go in there and change our hormonal. Go in there and get, make sure, the semen is swimming, and with women, make sure the it stays moist and gets some stimulation, because a lot of us are not stimulated. I know. But yes, and that is a main product that I have. That is excellent. It's like Whew, I'm trying to make sure I'm not saying things because y'all know I'm a herbalist, and the you know, study shows that that's what it does. It brings circulation in there and it stimulates you and it gets your hormones, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and try to balance out so you can get horny and get an erection because it's all about that blood flow, y'all. It's all about that blood flow. But that was a good question. I appreciate that. Same thing when, let me see. She said the egg. Yes, that's what I was talking about, the egg. Kegels, let me see. Yeah, a lot of us need to detox, period. And we don't think about detoxification. She said, what do you use? Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Somebody said about losing weight. Yeah. Weight loss plays a part of it as well. Because women, um, well, when I was talking about sweating, if you was talking about sweating and us doing Kegels, because it depends. If you win, like right now, I have polyester pants on right now. Now polyester pants are horrible to wear. I know you don't want to hear that. Are horrible to wear because it's not giving. It's decreasing the energy in your body. If that makes sense, decreasing your energy to where your body should be a higher energy, higher frequency because we're energy. Our whole body's energy. So the polyester will make me sweat. Y'all know if you sweat, especially between your legs, it's going to be funky. You wearing pajamas, it's sweating. It depends. I mean, panties. So you're sweating, so it's going to bring. You like sweating is good. Yeah, sweating is good. But if you just sweat between your legs, that's why a lot of people have swamp behind, and it's a such thing as swamp behind, swamp ass. You know, and we can't trust. I can't really say that because I'll say we can't trust powders. But you don't want to keep putting powder down, like you're putting that talcum powder. Some of that kind of irritates people. Some people shouldn't have certain creams and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just trying to make sure I'm not sweating. But polyester is not good, especially blending, mixing fabrics, if that makes sense. And I hope I answered that question because I had just dropped what I was just thinking. Because I know I was just reading something about linen, and the guy was talking about linen, and yeah. But if y'all don't have anything, I just wanted to make sure I talk about that. And it's like, don't hurt your relationship. Y'all already know the reason why you got married. Not saying this is why you got married, but y'all know y'all got married to have sex. Because the marriage bed is undivided, yeah, that thing. I be trying to say stuff and be messing up. But anybody got any question? Anybody got any? You said how you start to detox what? You talking about your vagina, or you talking about the body? Just detoxing your body, period. So the best way to start a detox, you talking about under the arm, or are you talking about you? Let me tell you, a simple detox is you juicing. You can juice. I would love for you to do either I would say 12-hour or 24-hour. You know what I'm saying? I would love for you to do it more, but I just want to make sure you're detoxing because some people don't know how to intermittent fast, or because the way you should start. Let me just clean it up. My mind just went so many different ways. If you never done a detox or a fast or anything like that, you must start off slow. You can't just shock your body because some people are on different medications. I don't know you. We never had a conversation. I think this is maybe the first time that you came on my live, but we have to start off slow. So when you wake up in the morning, hydrate with 4 to 6 ounces of water. I hope it's like cucumber water, coconut water, some kind of something all natural. Drink that. Go use the bathroom, stretch, do what you do in the morning, get yourself ready. But from the time you wake up till about 10 o'clock. Just make sure you hydrate. Then have something to eat. The next day or whenever you're ready, try to do it to where you done it for four hours. Try to do it 6 hours that you had nothing to eat. Now remember, as you drinking, all your body doing is clearing all that food out. So you're starving your body of food, but you're hydrating. And as you hydrate, and be careful, because if you're on medication that you need to eat something, then like I would do coconut milk. Try to do coconut milk because you want to coat the body, because some medications kind of irritate you. So take it slow, coat your body with some coconut milk. I'd rather you do flaxseed or coconut or something like that, but I just want you to hydrate. So make sure you hydrate. So as you do 4 hours, then do 6 hours, and then get up to your 12 hours that you had nothing to eat, and that's you sweating. And then, you know, during that time, you can actually do a whole day. So that means your body's getting used to you starving it, because some people, their body will hold on to the every shred of food. But if you think about it, as you're hydrating, your body is going to burn that hidden, that extra fat that your body been holding on to. Because the reason why your body store that fat is from times like this. Your body's going to go in there and say, look, I'm hungry, you're starving me. So it's going to get that fat. And some of the fat that some people have that they stored up are toxic. So you're going to feel kind of sick or kind of irritated. Now, I know I don't like the word sick, but your body is feeding off toxins and poison and fat. That's what it's doing. Because a lot of stuff that we eat is crap, like the fake soy, the bad soy, the bad stuff that they have. Because just because you're plant-based, you can still eat terrible plant-based, because you can eat all the rice, all the pastas, all the grains, and you thinking you're eating stuff that's like all natural, but it's not. A lot of plant-based that we're doing, we eating this fake burgers, and we're eating this fake plastic stuff, instead of just eating stuff that's fruits and whole vegetables that we're doing. But even if you can't do the detox with all hydration or intermittent fasting or fasting, you could just eat fruit the whole day. Because as you're eating fruit, your body is still detoxing as you're eating fruits, because fruit still detox. That's why sometimes people eat grapes. That's what we'll say: eat grapes, eat the low carbs, your berries. Oh my gosh, I love eating raspberries, blueberries. I've been going outside getting some. No, I don't have blueberries outside growing, but this summer I did. Go out there and give me some blueberries, eat a whole bowl of blueberries, and my body's detoxing. Because main thing that we have to look at is you want to kill all of those mass, and get those tissues grow, all those cell mutation. Because I don't know, I went live, I forgot when I went live, talking about how toxic our body is, and going through being toxic, going through your body adapting, going through, well, it's I said it wrong. Your body's toxic, you're deficient, then your body's adapting, then your body goes to cell mutation. So during that cell mutation, remember, all things is popping up and growing, and this is the stuff that we want to shrink. You hear me? To shrink. So your body is in there detoxifying, going in there, sweating, purging, pulling stuff out, recycling, going in there, getting rid of. So all you're doing is making your army, your defense system, the T and the B cells going in there, and your blood's going in there fighting, getting stuff out. But your body is actually getting yourself back, back leveled and right. Because when we're doing freshly squeezed juice, hear me out, freshly squeezed, make sure you clean the vegetables, make sure you clean. You can do green juice, one day you can do, you can do your vegetables one day, you can do your your fruit the next day. It's how you do it. You can do the fruit in the morning, the vegetables in the afternoon, however you want to do it. You can do a salad, you can do a smoothie. Just don't put, like rice or anything in your smoothie. Just make sure it's either, fruits, vegetables, whatever powder you want it. Because all this thing with this protein, I'm not going to go all into the protein war, but your mutating cell is what you want to fix. That's what you want to fix, because after that, your body's going to detoxification, which your body does, going to detox to clean all that unnatural purge and stuff out to get your body back right. And that's what we want. That's what we want. So when you want to go in there and detox, just don't go quick detox. Because just think, every time you sleep, your body's detoxing. But the worst thing we do, which, we get up, come on now, y'all know, like we talking about sex. Y'all get up and want to go eat. Why? Ain't nothing in that kitchen for you when you're trying to go sleep. Nothing. I don't care what you do. Do not eat right before bed. Do not. Even after you have sex, don't get up and say, I'm going to eat. Don't even eat. Don't even have sex while you're eating and trying to go sleep. Don't do that. I want your stomach as empty as possible, like 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours empty. Just like between meals, we should have 3 to 4 hours of emptiness in our bellies. We should. I don't know. I know people debate, but I want you sleeping, because it's critical times and your body goes through different things at certain times of the moon and all this other stuff. I'm learning this stuff and I'm like, wow. So it's best to go to bed as early as possible. Like 9 o'clock is that sweet time to be in bed. Sleepy. Like that's when the good shows are on. Stop watching TV, binge watch. You get an hour lunch. I don't even want you doing that. I'd rather you walk and get in the sun and learning something. But when you have your vacation and stuff, that's when you want to binge watch your favorite shows. But the sweet spot is 9 o'clock. Because you want to get your romance on. So 9 o'clock, it's the best time to whatever. Kids sleep, put them to bed earlier. 9. So you sleep by 10. Sleep by 10, you sleep between the 10 and the 4 o'clock, because that's the sweet time. That 10 to 4 is a sweet time that your body goes through different healing cycles. Hear me out, family. Your body goes through so much critical healing cycles, detoxification, kicking things and getting rid of all that stuff that's in your stomach. Hear me out. Getting that stuff out of your stomach. And then your body is going in your small intestines, because it's always working 24/7. Your intestines working. But as you taking the detoxification or taking a fast, like you talking about a fast, you didn't say a fast, you asked about how to start a detox. That's how you start a detox. Once you go to sleep, you're detoxing. Once you break your fast, when you want to stop the detox, that's when you eat vegetables. But as you eat from by the time you wake up to by the time you eat vegetables, that's when the detoxification will stop. That's why I would love for you to feed your children, some vegetables, some fruits. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, when someone an apple keep a doctor away, that was so true, and we missed it because now they effing up the apples. Y'all already know. Y'all know. I said I was gonna cuss, but they messing up the apples. But still, eat you a damn apple. Get you some apples. Clean the apple. That means take the skin. Fam, if I was you, just take the skin off everything. Just take the skin off. Don't eat no cucumbers with the skin on it. Don't. Get the skin off. Take out the quarter apple and juice it or eat it and have at it. Because ginger in the morning with water, a little bit of honey, yes, manuka honey and some water is excellent. Go in there. Cucumber, I know you're like, I don't like cucumber. I'm telling you, if y'all want your VAJAYJAYs to stop smelling, you will do that. Even kale, y'all gotta stop playing. It's chlorophyll. Y'all know that, right? So if we eating and juicing, you're gonna sweat. You're like, oh my, you got to be worried about no deodorant. Like you said, you don't wear no deodorant. You wouldn't have to worry about no deodorant. None at all. Nope. None at all. So yeah, you detoxify the body. You would detoxify the body. But just think, we're talking about you talking about keeping your VAJAYJAY for the women, for the men. You're trying to keep, Johnson strong and healthy. You're trying to keep him right, his right size. Y'all better stop playing about these size because men are shrinking. You be like, what? Men are shrinking to where their thing look like a vagina. It's just swollen. That's study. It's already out there. It's already out there. They got. Now I ain't trying to tell you to go search for the videos, but it's true. That's what's going on, men. Because we already know our brothers are very well endowed. But right now that ain't happening because they playing too much with the food, and we are just hooked on this meat. I mean, we are hooked on the meat. We're hooked on the fish. We're hooked on crab legs, shellfish. We're hooked on everything that we shouldn't be eating, so much of. Eating so much. I don't even like, but you just plant-based and that's what you want. It's all plant-based. No. But if you want to stop shrinking and stop smelling and make sure you can still have sex in your 90s. Yeah, that part. So you said you take, so it's good. It's good to take probiotic pills. But what about your prebiotics? Are you doing fermented foods? Are you eating that miso? Are you eating the kimchi? Because now don't take the same pills. So the pills that you're taking, right? Are they pills that have to go in a refrigerator? Are they regular pills? Because it's excellent. It's excellent to take probiotic and prebiotic pills, right? But make sure you go the extra step, right? Make sure you go the extra step and get the fermented foods like the sauerkrauts. Go in and get the like I said, the cucumber kimchis. You got the regular kimchis. You got like the miso soups, like I was saying. Go and use those. Keep eating. Your beans. Go keep eating the what is those? The alfalfa, the clover. What is that? I'm trying to think. Of course, the mushrooms. Try to eat an array of foods because I want you to have so much different bacteria, so much different microbiome, because y'all know it has fungi. Y'all know what I'm saying? It has the bacteria and it has viruses. You be like, what? And then they got these other words like I ain't even gonna get there and sit there and pronounce it, but I'll make sure I put it down in the description. That's what your microbiome is made out of. So you're like viruses. Yes, you have viruses in your body. Yep, viruses. You be like, what kind? I ain't gonna tell you, but then you be wondering why it's high because your pH balance. Y'all know women, if your pH balance get down to a 3, it's not good. If you get past a 5, 5.5, 6, that's when stuff starts growing. You're itching, you're this, and we just all messed up. We're jacked up and stuff like that. You said you wait a minute. I can't read what it says. It says I don't. Oh, you said you don't want that to happen. Or you said I can't really because I see the hearts and stuff, so I can't really read. But I know we don't want a lot of things to happen to our bodies, but 9 times out of 10 we cause whatever that happens to our body for the food we eat. And plus there's so much stress in the United States because we're hearing so much stuff in the news. Now, this is just me talking. Sometimes that's a distraction for some of the laws and stuff that they don't want you to hear that's passing. I mean, hell, we got to realize it's a lot of distractions. But if you keep your eyes focused and really go out here and, learn for yourself, and because a lot of stuff we need to unlearn. Oh my gosh, we need to stop hearing some of the nonsense and ask the questions. Yo, why my VAJAYJAY itching? Why is it hurting? Why is this? We need to ask those questions. A lot of people don't want to talk about sex. And we want to hide it and keep it under the wraps and don't want to have the adult conversation because you feel like, oh, somebody's going to be in my business. Somebody's going to notice. Somebody's going to laugh. No, why suffer in silence instead of getting the answers? I know you're like, we on YouTube. I don't really want you to share all of your business, but if you need to send me an email, support at Very Wise Alternatives, and I will send you the information. If I can't answer it, I'll send you to another herbalist. You may have to pay a consultation, but I will send you to another herbalist and you can sit down there. Because Moonflower Wellness, she talks about the VAJAYJAY. she helped me with my VAJAYJAY. So I'm going to be totally honest. And that's what I was dealing with way back in then. And I didn't really want to talk about it until I got the email about people quitting having sex. And I'm like, red clover, you tried red clover? Are you having the maca ashwagandha? You getting the slippery elm. People like, I ain't try that. Got the primrose. You got so many other things, women. So many other things. So many other things. But we just want to hide it and say I'm too old. You're not too old. You're getting younger and younger. We just use these words to be a cop out. And I don't want you to have a cop. I still want you to live a thriving healthy sexual, life. Because think about this. Y'all know getting back out in a dating game at 55, 56, 60, 70 is some hard crap, right? Think about it. Put down in the comment. Y'all don't think that's hard? You be like, well, wait a minute. After being married for 40 years and be like, I'm going on a dating scene, you be like, I'm so out of touch. And the last thing we want is people committing suicide, people doing stupid things because sex. You know what I'm saying? It's bad enough that this sexual world, but it's just like, don't give up. Don't just, you got this partner, you got somebody that you had all those years. Don't mess up because you're in pain and you too proud and you so churchified that you can't talk about it. But like, man, you better go in and sit down and get on these videos and type some stuff up and get the answer. Because I looked, men, there's over, and there's people that look like me that's talking about ED. Because Herbalist Kareem got a video out about ED. He does. And I was like, yeah, I can go to that one. But, I was like, let me just talk about it a little bit because there's so much help out there. And I'm not telling you to go and get the prescription medications with the side effects. I'm not telling you to do that. I want you to go the natural route. I only want you to go the natural route because there's a lot of things that you're just not grasping because our body is so toxified from the choices that we made. And a toxified body, come on now. If your body's toxified, your body got so much acid. And it's a lot of times that we too ashamed. We're like, nope, I'm going to keep eating this. I'm going to keep eating that. And we don't realize that we are affecting more than, because y'all look, y'all already know once, men have erectile dysfunction, they're like, what the hell? And then they go try to get that blue pill that because in some men stroked out and had a heart attack. And y'all already know that. Y'all already seen it. Men stroke out. You're like, what? And women like, dang, if I ain't make him take the blue pill, because come on now. But going back out in the dating field, I mean, just go that way because I don't want to keep talking. But going back in the dating field is just not us. That's just it's. You got a partner. You want that partner to live to 90, 100. I want y'all to get to the 100. See, I throw the 100 club in there. I want y'all to get to the 100 because I'm all about being in the 100 club young. That's what I'm talking about. Getting the 100 club young. So, but I appreciate you guys. It's past an hour. If y'all don't have any questions, look, do not be ashamed. Do not be ashamed. Think about your body, what you're doing to the body. Relax, unwind, kick back. You got to have your sip of wine. Have your sip of wine. You got to do a shot. Do one shot. Don't try to go all out. But be romantic. Get back in there and romance your spouse and, get your love back and have the questions. Well, babe, my vagina is hurting. You hurt me. And you need to take it easy and lube it up. And then women, you need to get them herbs. You need to go ahead and get that stuff and get it back working and get out there and try to, twerk for your husband in the bedroom. And men, don't be shy. Don't be shy. If it can't get up, she'll relax you. And y'all, look, about relaxation. Y'all go meditate together. Give yourself deep tissue massages. Get on a trampoline and bounce together. Bounce naked. Bounce nude. Get in the trap and get y'all personal saunas. Get in there, sweat and be all glissified, and then go in the bedroom. Get in the shower, do. Get back in the tub. Get back in the tub and just chill. But I'm gonna end because all I'm gonna do is clown. But look, don't be shy. Do not be shy. Don't be shy. You guys have a good evening. I appreciate you guys. Bye.